Okay, I need to now be have a structure in this because my mind, I have a lot of things to say, uh, to share, just that I haven't found the right flow to it. Well, how do we battle for ourselves? First, you have to recognize the pattern. What are the patterns in your life? What are the patterns in your family? What are the patterns within your friends, within your environment? Just sit down and ask yourself, what is the pattern? What is the pattern? Um for example, if it comes to, first it starts with you, then you can go to the family pattern. You have to recognize your own pattern first. Then you can go to the family, then to the bloodline, right? Because you can't go to fight the bloodline if you haven't understood your own patterns, the patterns you have created yourself. The patterns you have created yourself come from uh, the ones you have created yourself, from the type of friends you have, the type of activities you engage in, the type of conversations you have, the type of food you eat, and what you listen to and stuff. Those are the patterns you have created yourself. And these patterns are created from what? Are you trying to escape something? Are you avoiding something? Are you really chasing something that you feel you lack? Are you needing something, excuse me, from other people? For example, if you are drinking, okay, yes, I was there. Uh, if you are drinking, if you are partying and you're going to whichever joints you go to, why are you doing that? Is it for fun, or is it that you're trying to escape something? Right? Are you running away from something? Uh, when Before I realized it was a pattern, okay, I like before I recognized the problem, I thought it was just for fun. Okay, you're free spirited, you can do whatever you want, right? But as time went by, it began to show me something. I was running away from something. I was a person who wouldn't talk much. Actually, even like life have put me, like God has put me in a position whereby, like, now you have to talk. Like, you have to talk because this is the stage you are in life. You have to talk. You have to overcome that that thing of not talking. All this, whatever I'm sharing here, these are conversation I have with myself. These are conversation that goes on in my head. So if I don't share them, sometimes I forget them. And maybe if I record them, I might revisit something if something goes left or right. That is what I thought to myself. So before I recognized there was something that I was trying to avoid, is when it led me to that place of, like, it ain't helping anymore. It became so much of something I want to have each and every moment. And I sat down and it was like, what am I running from? What am I avoiding? Because my head, my mental body, I think I avoided that so much. I avoided a lot. I used to work with the heart. so much because I used to think I am a person who is able to see someone who is broken. I'm a person who has not, I'm not saying that it used to be. It's something I have realized is it's something I have. Like I'm able to pick people's emotions. I'm able to pick people's um, uh, patterns, and I can tell if someone is really hurting. I'm able to see that. I can be able to look in someone's eyes and I know they are going like they're in a dark, dark, dark place. You know, um, it's a gift and it's a curse at the same time. Especially when I didn't know it was something I had, because I used to sit with people and I can feel things, I can sense stuff, I can hear stuff. Like there are those conversations you're having, but people are missing the point. People are not listening, really. That is what I used to observe. People are not, people don't listen, they just wait for their turn to respond. And with that, they miss a lot of details. And as I have said, I like being with people, but at the same time, I like being quiet and alone. It's a very contradicting um, personality. Uh, so when you are with people and you realize these people need love, they need, you can see someone who is hurting, you can see someone who is depressed, who is acting okay, but they're depressed. You can tell. So by observing that, I didn't know I'm also absorbing it because I can feel it. So I absorb it to my field. And I used to avoid my head because once I start thinking, I didn't have a solution. Okay, like I didn't know how to help that person. So I didn't want to think like, how can I help them? Or because once you start thinking like, okay, that person is broken, what is happening within their life? Maybe it's marital status problem. And the only thing, because for me it's like that, like if it is not working, it's not working, just leave. But that is not the best advice you can give someone, because they're there to experience whatever they have to experience and to master what they need to master, right? So I used to avoid my head a lot, because even when someone did something, because I'm noticing, it's not like I'm a fool. And a lot of people used to think I'm not seeing stuff. I can see stuff, I can feel stuff, and I notice everything. But I don't want to treat you badly, because if I put that in my head, you won't survive. You won't survive. That's why I tell people, don't judge people just by their looks. You don't know the madness in them. You don't know. So before I came to know like there is something I was avoiding, it brought me to a place of like, now you are now going. Yes, you're now going. I now started being suicidal, right? I was that down, like down, 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 because I'm avoiding to think, because wherever I wanted to think, I will think of how to eliminate the problem. the thing I think it's causing me the problem, right? Like cause harm. And I didn't want that. So I used to close up to myself, and it got me to a place of depression. And now that is when it all went down, and I realized I have been avoiding something, and that is avoiding my head, my ability to think, because you don't want to harm people, because you don't want to cause any problem to anybody, because wherever you take the action, it will lead you to more problems. Imagine you're having problems with someone and you snap and you hit them and they die. Now you have to deal with that. You have to go to jail or prison or be stoned or be, you see, it's not a good thing. I didn't want to react outside, so I kept it inside. But by keeping it inside, it's eating me slowly, right? So until you recognize the pattern that you're facing, are you doing it for fun or are you doing it to escape something? Relationship wise, are you in this relationship because you truly, truly, truly want to be in a relationship with this person to create a family or to create whatever, be it business? Are you in with this person for business purpose? Like, friendship, like you meet a person, you're engaging. So what are you growing? Like what's productive in this situation? Because we can't just be, okay, I came to learn later, we can't just be friends and all we do is talk. Or actually, at least let's have something going on. Let's have something going on between us, because every conversation is a transaction. Every time you sit down with someone, you're transacting. So what are you transacting? Are you transacting gossip, or are you transacting growth, or are you transacting trying to bring clarity to a situation? Well, that is pattern. Those are the patterns you create yourself. The patterns like alcohol. Alcohol is not bad. It's there to play its role. It helps. Yes, it helps you relax and not think about anything much. It helps you loosen up. But also, you have to know it has its extremes. I'm not telling anybody to go drinking. No, you have to do what you have to do when you are in a certain place, because that's the only thing you think that can help you at that time. So do what you have to do, but don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself, and don't let anything be your God. Like it can control you, like the alcohol can control you, or relationship can control you and stuff. Just don't let anything be your God. Do what you need to do, but don't let it be your God. Patterns you have created yourself, things like just the patterns you pick: clubbing, alcohol, casual sex, which else? Being in relationships that you don't want to be in, and even you are not even sure why you are there. You are just with someone and you're not even sure why you are with that person. Maybe because they give you a sense of security. But if they give you a sense of security, you're supposed to ask yourself, where which part of me is not secure enough to stand on my own. And I understand sometimes it's financial problem. Okay, not, I cannot call it problem, but financial constraints that you need someone to feel um, secure and supported and grounded, right? But in all the same, can you at least be there, but be aware that, okay, this, but it's quite unfair if you're with someone for just financial. Let me not comment about that, because I have come to learn also money is important. Everything is important. Everything is important. Just you need to know how to navigate through each and everything without being unfair to yourself, because if you are unfair to the other person, you are also unfair to yourself, and it will come back to you. If that's an energy you are giving out, it will come back to you. So whatever you do, just do it from a clean heart, a clean motive, a clean reason, not manipulative, because there are people who manipulate a lot of things to go their way, to the unaware. Because when the unaware becomes aware, then you're in trouble. And also they never stay unaware forever. Somewhere along the way they will wake up and they will see what you have been doing. And now you have no one to blame, but not even yourself. Not even yourself. Okay. Next we can do is mouth. Okay.